Приветствую всех на своем канале. Это вторая часть прохождения игры The Game... извините. Game of Thrones, a Telltale Game. Забыл название. Ну, как сказать... Забыл. Не выговорил. Посмотрим на лекарства. Возьмем бинты. Конечно. Бинты лишними не бывают. Чем больше бинтов, тем лучше. Это еще в ДЗП понял. Понял, хотел сказать. Только начал видео, уже несколько оговорок. В общем-то, с момента записи предыдущей части прошло 40 секунд. И мы уже начали следующее. Неплохой темп. О, господи. Так, ну все хорошо, да. Я просто думал, надо бы звук подкорректировать. Ну, в принципе, все хорошо слышно. Так что не будем трогать. Не лишился ноги. А в это окно нельзя? Ладно. Так, постараемся сделать этого парня главой дома, если это возможно. Ну, просто у меня такое правило. Я делаю своим любым персонажем того, за кого начал играть в первую очередь. И мне очень не нравится в этой игре именно то, что здесь меняется персонаж по ходу дела. Это очень сильно меня раздражает. Ну ничего, справимся и с этим недоразумением игроделов. Говорите с мастером, когда закончите осматриваться. Ну, родословную Форестеров я раз... ну хотя давайте я вам покажу родословную Форестеров. Все-таки.
Asher. Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
Это дети лорда Форестера, сам лорд Форестер, и он.
Right.
Кто это?
Never easy being a fourth-born son.
Наверное. Это погибший Родерик. Это Мира, находящаяся в Королевской гавани. Это леди Форестер. Собственно, все. Пойдемте поскорее поговорим с мастером.
I may be mistaken. You do seem able to put weight on it.
Ну, смотреть на него мы не будем. Это будет смотреться странно. Просто стоишь и смотришь на человека.
Does your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you. Who is the new lord of House Forrester?
Why, Ethan, of course.
Такой Итан. Я
At the
будущий
Citadel,
лорд.
I swore an
А
oath to
это он
serve
папа
whichever noble
капец.
house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands. Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
Потому что у вас невероятно прибыльная роща железностволов.
What will happen to me now?
Excellent question. Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although, given the circumstances of your circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Lord Forrester promoted me. At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
Can I see Ethan? Is he here?
He is, but I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. He prefers not to be disturbed while practicing his lute.
Боже. Серьезно.
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family...
Я так понимаю, это его
Sorry.
любовь, наверное.
Me too.
Увидим в дальнейших эпизодах. Ну, надеюсь. Мне лично
Off
она
to
довольно
bed now. Hurry
симпатична.
on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can recall. No doubt he's tired, my lady. He said Lord Forrester was valiant to the end.
And what of Roderick? He was with you as well.
I'm sure it was chaos and confusion, but if you can remember anything...
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Это
Of
правда.
course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed?
Я знаю, это неправда, но я уверен, что он об этом думал.
Said he loved you.
That's very kind of you to say. You have the Forrester's sword.
Это мое.
Ethan should have it, now that he is Lord.
Lord Forrester asked me to return it to the house. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response. It's too dangerous, especially now.
Господи, да что ж мне делать с этой деревяшкой?
I'll be sure it's
Извините.
given to Ethan.
Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family. I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee. The hell with
Чёртов
Ramsay
бастард.
Snow, the bastard. Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
Фиг ему.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
They attacked me!
And they'll say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton. It's an argument you
Да я
cannot
их
win.
перережу.
We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week. And what would you have us do? Nothing. I would have us use our heads while they're still attached to our shoulders. Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle. Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy. He deserves to be heard. It was his family they killed.
We should demand justice.
Aye. Justice on their terms, which means they'll have your head. Justice is taken, not demanded. Then what's to be done? Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide. He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men. He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this will accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you. The boy was just defending himself. I'm not faulting him for what he did. I'd have done the same, as any man would.
It wasn't murder. It was justice.
Not in their eyes. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all. I'd like to see them try. I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay. Cannot stay? Stay? Duncan?
You can't send me away.
We have no choice, Garrett. Where would you have the boy go? The one place that's safe, beyond the reach of the Boltons. You're sending him to the war? The boy's done nothing wrong. Not in the eyes of the Boltons.
Тот, да пошел.
I'm afraid it's the only solution. Especially now, when the house is so vulnerable.
Uncle, my place is here. Who will defend the house? You said we need men who can fight.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
Still not right.
No, it's not.
Да
But it's what's best.
пошел ты.
That settles it then.
Что со звуком, не понял.
You can have my horse. And I'll see you have plenty of food. We haven't
Спасибо
much time.
за то, что ты отдал мне жеребца, хотя, когда я доеду до стены, у меня его все равно заберут. Спасибо. А можно я просто поеду налево? В том случае, если стена, конечно, справа. Просто в противоположную сторону поверну коня и уеду. Я не собираюсь на стену отправляться. Какого черта?
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a chance. I would.
Парень, ты в курсе, что они не будут за тобой следить? Тебя без конвоя отправлять, ты можешь ехать куда хочешь. Ты же не идиот? А, да, точно.
But Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
Пошел ты.
In my heart, I know I'll see you again.
Когда я буду тебя убивать.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What? What is it?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
What is the North Grove?
Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. You haven't told anyone else, have you?
Так что это?
This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon,
Ты меня на
maybe
стену
I can't say
отправляешь.
anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house.
Он хотя бы знает, что такая
But
стена.
don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
Пошел к черту.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you
Gary
represent
Badu.
House Forrester. Your actions at the wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll be strong.
I know you will.
Если стена справа, то тебе налево. Если стена слева, то тебе направо. Намек понял?
Be safe.
Я ж говорил. Переключились на нового персонажа. Какой же он страшный. Извините, мне он правда не нравится.
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well, and if he was smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game. Ryan, look who we've found.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
Зря обещаешь то, чего не можешь исполнить.
And Asher. And Roderick.
Ну это точно не
But
вариант.
Mira's in King's Landing and...
А по отцу ты совсем не
I
скучаешь.
want her to die too.
Какой-то
Ryan,
нехороший
she's
мальчик.
perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall.
Угу.
I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
Вот это да.
You'll be fine. Garrett is smart.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know, but I know it's not good.
Очень
Ethan,
мило.
you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword, like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher.
Его до
and
сих
even
пор
showed
не
me how to
учили.
fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them. It's for you to decide for yourself. I hope you don't change. I'd rather have a brother than a lord.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
You have to understand, being Lord is a great responsibility. I can't just fool around.
Thank you for that, Roderick.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitetail has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family. Lord Whitehill is a mean old man anyways. Someone should tell him to leave us alone.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
По-моему, ты не в ту сторону пошел. У нас хотя бы есть солдаты, это уже
They showed
неплохо.
up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I'll throw him out the gate myself if you let me.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
А вам не судьба было за последние пару веков побольше народу набрать, гарнизон усилить, мозги получить, эволюция, это все прочее.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house.
Thank you, Lord Whitehill.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've
Как
been
мило.
waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors, oath breakers.
Aye! And look where that got him. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Fetch Lord Whitehill some bread and salt. It was an oversight, Lord Whitehill. I promise it won't happen again.
Not likely. You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the North now.
Ну не
Bruce
вы.
Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
А вот и тот урод.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
Garrett was only defending himself.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men? And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
We haven't seen him. He was never here.
You little liar. I will find him. By the gods, you'd better hope I do, because if I don't, I'm holding you responsible. And you'll answer for what he's done. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honourable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
This is over, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own, that the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
Да прирежьте вы их, пока они здесь.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once. Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay.
Интересно, почему она служанка? Она ведь из благородного дома. И довольно богатого, как я понял. У них как минимум есть замок.
Ethan made this for me.
Играть с женщиной. Оскорбительно.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena. Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Там вроде еще письмо матери было, но мы его содержание знаем, так что читать не будем.
Wonders made by man, by Lomas Longstrider.
Если она пыльная, то хоть стряхни пыль.
I hope to see them all someday.
Это письмо от матери, а там что такое? После приема у королевы закончим эту серию.
And can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Да, мы вроде не заняты. Пань, почему ты выглядишь как бомж? Ты же в конце концов в королевском замке служишь.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you are right. If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Уголь.
You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Seps, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Ну и имя.
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
Why are you telling me this?
I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy, not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about.
Ну и агент
You see and hear all
007,
sorts
иди
of
уже.
things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
А вот и
Lady
леди
Marjorie.
Маргаret.
You're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Мне хотя бы не придется вручную идти. Слава богу.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear
Спасибо.
friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark.
Это не
It
очень.
raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Каким образом?
She was very pleased with herself.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humour her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Королева. Ну что еще?
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
Спасибо.
You can do this.
Откуда вот такой гул? Тут человек 10.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Yes, Your Grace. To the one true king.
The one true king. Yet she didn't say which. The girl is clever.
She only meant... I don't care what she meant. I care what she said. I won't stand for impertinence from a girl of the north.
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
They were the wardens of the north. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good. And she would have us believe she didn't know which king she served. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Да что со звуком?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned, but now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe with the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Rhaenyra Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Я тоже.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would.
girl answer the question. Go on.
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace. I serve at her pleasure.
Ох, черт.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
Извините за это.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
Ну да,
My
пожалуй,
sense is this
самое.
girl will say almost anything to get what she wants, which is not very encouraging.
Да, круто.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I wasn't trying to please her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard. Not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei.
Круто.
Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Good night, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Что есть непосвященные в этом? Мне кажется, это даже монахи понимают.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
Ладно, в любом случае закончим на этом эту серию. Всем удачи, подписывайтесь на мой канал, ставьте лайки. До свидания.